Welcome back, and thank you for stopping by the Scuttlebutt Podcast. Normally, I post content every other Monday. However, I felt like a special edition was in order for this one. A couple of weeks ago, Andrew and I were approached by the Dogs of War Outdoors, and they asked if we would be interested in bringing the Scuttlebutt Podcast to their fundraising event that they were putting on at the Nashville Gun Club to interview Uncle Si. Of course, we said yes, and it was a great honor to even be thought of. Also, I'd like to announce that I started a Patreon. Creating great content is not cheap, and I want to make clear right now that all money brought in will only go to making of great content, period. We are not in the business of profiting off our brothers and sisters' blood, sweat, and tears. I have set up 3 different tiers, $5, $10, and $25 per month. With a $25 a month subscription, you will receive the Scuttlebutt Podcast swag. So please check it out at patreon.com/Scuttlebutt Podcast, or look for it on the links on our Facebook or Instagram profiles. Thank you again for the continued support. All right,
okay, we're good to go now.
That's your mic, sir.
This is your mic. You own it today.
Hey,
you own it today on the side.
The man of the hour is with us, America's favorite uncle, Uncle Si. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Uncle Si.
I'm doing good. Ain't that the wildest thing you ever heard?
Yes, sir. It's crazy,
they
man.
They love this crazy old man.
Yeah, you're
We
great,
love this
man.
crazy old man.
Hey, before I forget, and before your manager pulls you away, can you do me one big favor? On a scale of 1 duck to 10 ducks, can you rate my beard?
Okay.
That's about
On a scale of 1 duck to 10 ducks. So now, 10 ducks being the best.
10 ducks is the best.
Okay, you make about a 2.
Oh, damn!
Oh, man.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I was like one of the officers over me.
Yeah.
When I was in the military. They didn't learn. Okay, if you don't want to, if you can't handle the answer, don't ask me the question.
I didn't expect anything less.
Yeah.
Hey, tell me this though: is it better than Willie's?
Yeah, Willie can't grow a beard.
Yes.
Willie the Gauntlet.
The CEO ain't got much in the way of beard.
All right. So real quick here, because I know your time is limited here. My name is Richard Fleek. I'm the commander of the VFW post here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Okay.
This is my adjutant, Andrew Farr. I was in the United States Navy. He's a combat Marine.
Purple Heart recipient, and state chaplain for the VFW, sir.
I understand you are a Army vet yourself.
I'm in the Army, yes, for 24 and a half years.
Who is, sir?
Yes.
Who is, sir?
So
Rangers lead the way.
I have a Army tattoo right here, but I don't have any Navy tattoos, even though I'm a sailor. This is my grandfather's unit, Old Hickory 30th Division. So out of respect for my grandfather who fought Hitler twice, so I wear his badge of honor.
Well, see, that's one of the things that I didn't have the privilege of meeting mine. Okay, and it has always just set me off. Okay, because your grandfathers give you something that no one else is going to be able to give you.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Both of my grandfathers are veterans, both combat veterans. One was in the Navy, one was in the Army, and they're both my role models. Okay. I love them to death.
They belong to the greatest generation we've ever had.
Yes, they do.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because here's what the deal was. They climbed aboard anything that would float and cross an ocean to set some people free that they didn't even know.
Yes, sir.
My father was in the Navy also.
Hoorah,
God bless them, man.
Yeah.
So are we allowed to talk about what you did in the Army?
Yeah.
Can you give us a little bit of
background?
I was actually, I was in college at the time, and I had told my mother when she said, "You're going to college," I said, "Mom, you and Dad worked way too hard for your money, yet don't waste it." And she said, "No, young man, you're going to college." And she said, "And here's the reason why. When you're 45 and digging ditches for a living, you can't say Mom and Dad did not give me the opportunity." And I said, "Well, I'm telling you, you're wasting your money because all I'm going to do is party." And she said, "Well, make it a good one." Well, so I did, because everybody, my brother, I had 3 brothers that was in college with me. My older brother, Harold. Jimmy Frank's the oldest. But anyway, Harold was there. Tommy and Phil both had scholarship for football to go to Tech.
Yep.
Okay, so I just automatically went there when Mama said go to college. Well, they kept telling me, and they didn't do it politely. being the youngest brother, they said, hey, no, you're just too dumb to make it in college. Well, they made me mad. Well, hey, for the whole semester, all I'd done was partying. I was majoring in partying and minoring in women.
Nice.
Yes, okay. I like it.
Yeah. So anyway, all I'd been doing is I'd been a playboy for a semester. Well, hey, it's week of finals. So that my brothers made me mad. We was over at Tommy's house one night. He always was cooking a lot for us, you know.
Yep.
And so him and his wife, Nancy, would cook for us. And I told him I worked while I was in college. So I said, hey, the steak dinner's on me because I'm fixing to leave, you know, and I ain't coming back. Well, they was all telling me, you know, you're just too dumb. And you know, if you don't stay in college and have at least a C average, you're going to get drafted. And I said, well, I'm not worried about it either way. Okay. So because I realized I'm not college material. So anyway, just as soon as I did get out, okay, I got the famous letter from Uncle Sam.
that
he wants me. Okay, so I was drafted. Okay, and then after a little while there, I went ahead and signed up for RA for 3 years. Okay, and then I was in for the first 3 years. I got out, you know, and I'd met my wife in the Army, and I married, you know, and she had said, you was a lot happier when you was in the military. You know, so she got me to thinking. So, you know, I said, oh, okay. Well, I said, so I come back in. And I ended up spending, you know, 24 and a half years, 12 of it in Europe. Yeah. Okay.
What pay grade did you make it?
To E7. I couldn't keep my mouth
Sergeant
shut.
first class.
Yes.
Okay. And
Very nice.
not only that, I wouldn't have made, okay, just knowing myself, you got to be political. When you get up to the rank of E8 and E9, you got to be political.
You got to play the game.
And I don't have a political bone in my body. Okay.
Yeah. I see that you have your famous Tupperware cup with you. Is this the original cup?
Yeah. My mama, no, that's not. That's not. Okay. The other one's at the house.
Oh, okay.
But my mother sent that in a care package when I was in Vietnam. She put jalapeno peppers, about 4 jars, in my cowboy boots. Because I told her, I said, hey, send me my cowboy boots and, you know, whatever else you can send me.
Yeah.
So she sent me my cowboy boots and had 4 jars of jalapeno pepper in it. I had a lot of Spam and a lot of pork and beans. So I would cook me a meal at night when I was hungry.
Yeah.
You know? And a lot of my buddies tried to eat it, and they was a little under the weather by the alcohol. So I told him, I said, you don't want to eat that right there. And he said, well, what is it? I said, that's hot pepper. You don't want to eat that. They said, oh, no, yeah, give me one of them. Bad move. Anyway, that jalapeno pepper sobered him up, okay? That was the bottom line of it.
You were in Vietnam?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Welcome home,
yeah,
sir.
thank you.
Well, appreciate it. Yep.
Did you get any bad riffs when you came home?
No. I am so thankful that I didn't, because I look at our men and women in uniform, and if some of the stuff that happened to them when they come back from the Vietnam War, if I was a combat veteran, okay, because I didn't see any bad action,
right?
But for those that did see it, it wouldn't have done, okay, for somebody to come and get in my face.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
You know, you're playing with a bomb with a lit fuse. Okay,
I agree 100%, man.
That's just being honest.
Yes, sir.
You know, people don't realize what they're messing with. Okay, this man has watched some of his best friends get killed, lose limbs. Okay, so they're not to be trifled with, folks.
I definitely agree with that.
Yep, 100%. Well, I want to thank you for your service, man.
Yeah. Again, you paved the way for us young kids.
I will say this, because I don't want to not to miss the chance. For those that have wore our uniform and served our nation, when I say this, this is coming from the bottom of my heart. You are my hero. I also served, but I was very fortunate. Okay, I was in Vietnam, but I didn't see any real bad stuff. Okay.
Yeah, I'm very fortunate also, but my co-host here has a Purple Heart, so my hat's off to these guys.
No. That's why you are my heroes, okay? And
Thank
look,
you. Thank you,
so is the family, the mom and the dad, the kids. Because you also served because your husband or your mom had the uniform on.
Oh, man, you just made me
Well,
tear up.
No. It's just that a lot of people don't realize if you're not affiliated with the military, you really don't understand how much these folks have sacrificed.
That's true.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Okay? Because if I could give them all the gold on this planet, that was just touch what we owe them.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Absolutely.
Just barely touch it. Okay?
Sorry. Little sniffles right here. I'm just.
I'm going to I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit here. I want your honest opinion here. Who's a better football player, your brother or Terry Bradshaw?
Terry Bradshaw for one reason.
You're very honest.
No, because here's the thing, okay? Phil was very talented, okay? Yeah. The God Almighty had gave him a talent to throw a football, and he's a smart man, okay? He's educated, okay? Unlike me, okay? But anyway, Terry Bradshaw was better than Phil for one reason. That's all that man ever wanted to be. He wanted to be an NFL quarterback.
Yeah.
He had the heart, okay? And I mean it, okay? You know, you're talking about he's like a lion. He's got the heart of a lion,
He's got the heart of a lion.
Because that's all he wants out of life.
Yeah.
Sir.
He looks like a football player, too.
And he was good.
He was.
Okay? Anybody that got 4 Super Bowl rings?
Amen.
Okay? Hey, the resume is there, Jack. Okay? You can't deny it.
Yes, he said Jack. I love it.
Yeah, he's got the resume, okay? You know, and they all said, and I'm not slighting Bradshaw a bit because he's like me. He ain't got no sense either. No, I'm serious because he likes to have a good time. Yes. Okay? Because look, if you're not going to have fun, don't even bother to send me an invitation because I ain't coming. You know, I'm just not going to show up. Okay?
Do you know Terry Bradshaw personally?
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, I would assume so. Yeah, but
the man didn't have an arm. He had a cannon. Okay, and he could throw it 100 yards. Yeah.
I remember a kid. It was always Terry Bradshaw and Roger Staubach going back and forth.
Oh,
man,
that's right.
It was amazing to watch these two.
No. Here's the thing, and it goes with the vets. Okay.
Yeah.
It's really just an amazing to be a part of it, to be able to watch it, to watch somebody that is really good at what they do.
Yes.
And folks, let me tell you, our military people, they excel at what they do.
Agreed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, especially our SEALs, our Rangers. Okay.
Yep.
PJs.
Back ops. Yep. All them people. Okay, and look, and they pay a price. Okay. And they look and they pay that price gladly because they love this nation.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
Okay.
That's amazing. Yeah,
well,
I love your outlook on life.
No. Hey, like I said, they are my heroes. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Anybody that serves, yes, sir.
Yeah, everybody in our group, they're all veterans, man. I have very few civilian friends, man.
Well, no, because that's the only reason I'm here.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for coming, too, man.
Because they said, okay, this is for the vets, okay? And I said, well, okay, I'll show an email, I'll give you a discount.
Yeah, right on.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, so if I'm ever strolling through Louisiana, would I be invited at the dinner table?
Look, I got to tell you.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's an amazing dinner table, man.
Because I got to tell you this. Willie's the CEO of Duck Commander. Okay?
Willie.
Yes.
What's up, buddy?
He come by my house one day and he said, hey, you need to, there's like 30 cars in my yard. My fans have showed up and they're all in the living room and we're having a blast. So Willie said, you got to do what Dad and all of us done. You got to get behind our gated community.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I don't know. He said, look, I'll pay for it. Just go ahead and build your fence. Well, at the time, I had 2 houses, and he wasn't thinking because, he said, I'll pay for it. Go ahead and build your fence. So look, I built one entirely around the house that my son lived in, him and his wife and kids, okay, because he was a recruiter down there in Monroe for a while. Well, I started on mine, and I only completed 2/3 of it. Well, Willie, the secretary gets the bill. And she went in there and said, Willie, what are you going to do with this? And he said, what are you talking about? He said, size fence. And he said, I'll go ahead and pay it. How much can it be, She said, you better look at this. And he said, no, go ahead. She said, hey, dummy, look at this. He looked at it, was 30 grand.
Oh, my Lord.
He hit the roof. The next time I seen him, he said, hey, if I ever say I'm going to pay something for you, slap me upside the head. He said, I can't believe that. He said, 30 grand, what did that do? Make it out of gold? And I said, no.
It's a gold gated community, sir.
No.
Hey.
But I didn't even finish mine because I just said, hey, I don't mind them putting up and coming in the house. Good grief.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
well, America's favorite uncle deserves a $30,000 fence.
He does.
Willie learned his lesson on that. Trust me.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I can't thank you enough, man.
Thank you so much, sir.
Your service,
amazing.
having, being down to earth, sitting down and talking to a couple of schleps.
Yeah, we are.
This is
We're
amazing.
schmoes.
And you gave me a 2 duck on my beard, man.
Well, hey, well, you asked me. I told you about the officers. If you don't want to hear the answer, don't ask me the question.
Well, I was kind of hoping you were going to give me a low
I
score.
will say one thing about the officers I served under.
Oh, boy.
They was honest. Okay, if they hadn't have been, they'd have put me in jail. Okay,
Article 15.
no,
For Uncle Si.
no. Article 15 would be that's child play because some stuff I pulled.
Yeah, and my officer was pretty awesome too. He was a F-14 pilot. He was a great guy, man. He bent over backwards for us, man.
No.
I really looked up to that guy.
Well, thank you, Uncle Si. I hope you have a wonderful time here.
Hey,
I am.
Before we sign off, my shipmates text me, hey, make sure you have Uncle Si give us a shout out. So can you give Paul, Tony, Taco, and Rick Klinkenberg, can you give them a shout out?
Hard. Paul, Tony,
Taco.
I like it. Taco.
Rick Klinkenberg.
And Rick Klinkenberg.
John Foster.
Look, hey, if y'all are in the war zone, keep your head down, guys.
Hoorah.
Okay? And look, thank you very much for serving our nation.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man.
It's a pleasure, man.
Love you, sir.
Right back at you.